opponent's case, I'm first going to give 2 reasons why justice as fairness is not a correct moral theory, and 2 reasons why single-payer healthcare does not conform to justice as fairness as a theory. My first reason for the first topic is that there's an unacceptable infringement of liberty when people must be taxed without consent in order to pay for the disadvantaged class. Gary Herbert discusses the importance of autonomy in his book, A Philosophical History of Rights. He explains, the precondition of coexistent freedom is that each be conceived as the author of his actions, responsible for what he does. Were one not recognized as responsible for what one does, one would be denied the dignity that belongs to a free and responsible being. Herbert continues, to treat another as an object could conceivably be to treat him as an object of our pity, our concern, and our good intentions, not simply as an object to be used and or abused for our own benefit. To summarize, autonomy is what gives a person dignity. Furthermore, disrespecting a person's autonomy makes them less than human. My second point, there is no respect for separateness with justice as fairness as a theory. Anything that forces sacrifice, especially a government that forces sacrifice between its citizens, is immoral. Remember that quote I read to you about Nozick, where he says that a government must remain neutral between its citizens, lest it be considered immoral. Justice as fairness does not account for that and violates the individuality of each of the citizens. Okay, now to do an overview on his case and why single-payer does not conform to the principles of justice as fairness as a theory. 1. Single-payer goes beyond compensating for the disadvantages in the original position. Say somebody is born into an advantaged class, but then they make decisions that leads them to become part of a disadvantaged class. Single-payer still compensates for that, and which would be considered an overcompensation because that was not the natural lottery. The person, in fact, won the natural lottery. So single-payer would not be upholding the difference principle in this case. My second point is there are other ways for us to fix this gap of quality of care. There's an autonomy allows us to do this, whether it be we create churches or we create different organizations that can help donate and provide funds to help these people. But the main thing here is that the government does not have the moral clearance to do so, to tax people without their consent and provide for the disadvantaged, because it violates their autonomy.